Turn around and desert you. That song.
So when we go into the editing room, you suddenly see all the various elements come together for the first time. And you go, wow, this is like a show.
An editor puts together all the dailies that they shoot on a set, and it's like a giant jigsaw puzzle.
The power of editing always kind of blows me away in terms of a scene can either completely work or completely not work. It's about choosing the right takes, choosing the right music, and making the right cuts. And either it falls completely flat or it comes alive.
We try to make the scene flow and give emotional highlights to the actors and the scene.
A lot of it is also just finding the right pace, just trying to make it as smooth of a viewing experience as possible.
Since we have so much footage, we have to make the decision of when to go to that close-up or how long to hold on a shot. The snowball's a great example because when Dustin is left alone and he's asking the girls to dance and no one wants to dance with him, I mean, I'm trying to get into his head and the emotion. And so then I say, okay, I'm gonna pull out wide so that you see him standing all alone amongst all these people. And the look he gave me worked out perfectly for that moment. But then I have to decide, do I hold on it for 5 seconds or 6 seconds? Cutting those emotional moments are what I really enjoy as an editor.
Music is a really integral part of it, and we use the music to help inform the edit. Instead of trying to compete with like a John Williams type orchestral score, we wanted to go synth. We found these two guys, Kyle and Michael, who had never scored anything before, but they had a very sort of cinematic sound.
The job of a composer is to help tell a story and support the picture,
as well as helping the directors find their vision.
A lot of people like to edit dry and then they add in the music, but Ross and I have them add in music so that we can kind of edit to that rhythm.
It's a collaboration with the editors where they're making some of the decisions on where some piece of music might fit, and that's very helpful.
They have like the temp and the shape and everyone agrees with it, and that's usually when it's best for us to come in and do our thing.
It's a hand-in-hand process with the composers, because I'll call them up and be like, hey guys, like this scene, I want to be like crying by the end of this. And all you gotta do is just tell them that and they'll be like, okay, they'll bring it.
If there's a big action scene going on the screen, you might think, oh, let's make a big action cue that's really loud and bombastic. But other times it's more effective to go the exact opposite way and make something very calm, because there's already enough going on the screen that it's more impactful.
There is the score of Stranger Things, and that music is kind of not within the world, but commenting on the world, commenting on the action. And then there are songs in the show. Sometimes those songs are picked by the brothers. Sometimes we'll just try playing different songs to a scene, and when you get it right, it's like a magic trick, how the scene rises up as a result of the music. And so we've got a great music supervisor in Nora.
Composers create new music. What I do, generally speaking, is I help find songs that are pre-existing that help enhance the message as well.
Nora provides us with this incredible list of songs that she thinks might fit the mood of the scene.
That's kind of one of the coolest parts too, is watching the finished project and, you know, seeing what songs they chose for what scenes.
And so you just kind of try until something clicks. And usually it's pretty obvious when it clicks.
Yeah.
And then you pray you can get the rights to it.
I'll reach out to the various record labels and publishers and artists who control the rights to the songs, and I make sure that we can use them for the show as well as negotiate a price.
You want to hear some of the popular songs that kids really would have been listening to on the radio. And Nora's able to make that happen without like destroying our budget.
All right.
One of my favorite moments actually was Billy decided he wanted to play a game of chicken and was going after our favorite little kids. So I was really excited that the song Wango Tango by Ted Nugent was playing there, because I think it represented everything about Billy's character.
We were listening to some terrible music because we're just like, what would Billy be listening to?
That's a perfect example of a scene that was edited to that specific song.
Yes.
And that was a scene that really came alive when we found the right music. It's very exciting because that's when the show really becomes the show.